So the Fever are facing the Seattle Storm and tonight. And I mean this, if the Indiana Fever lose, we go into panic mode. I think we all go into panic mode if the Fever lose. Simple as that. It is like we go into full, and I mean full panic mode. However, they can't lose. Surely they can't lose this game. The fact the Indiana Fever have an 81% chance of winning is, for me, a little bit concerning, because I would think it would be higher than this. I think they gave Fever was it like a 70% chance of winning against Washington. So if you haven't seen the Storm, look at their injury report. Flaugier is coming right back from graduation. Has not been practicing. They have not posted their injury report. But basically, they have no bigs. This is what the Seattle Storm team is tomorrow. So we're going to look at the roster. And let's look at it. So, Natisha Heidemann. I think Heidemann's injured. Am I right in saying Heidemann's injured? I need to check. I think it was Underdog to post it. Somebody posted it. The Seattle Storm injury report. So, where is it? I'm losing this, but Flaugier's healthy, but she hasn't played for a while. Jade Melbourne's healthy. Isaiah Cook's healthy. Lexi Brown's healthy. Awafami is not there. She is not there. Jordan Horson's there. Cool. Essie McMcgore is currently injured. Okay, no, Natisha Heidemann's healthy. So, this team's bigs are Mackenzie Holmes, third round pick Grace Van Sluten, and Steph Dolson. That is the bigs for this team. So the team that they have out is Natisha Heidemann, Flaugier Johnson, Jade Melbourne, Zaya Cook, Lexi Brown, Jordan Horston, Steph Dolson, Grace Van Sluten, and Mackenzie Holmes. The tallest player on this team is Steph Dolson, who is like nearly Dantas slow. And do they have a single player averaging over 10 points per game? 2. Jade Melbourne and Flaugier Johnson. They have no players on the team tomorrow that are averaging over 15 points per game. And their front court rotation is averaging between them 16 points per game. Or say, 15 points per game. All three of them combined. The Indiana Fever, if the Indiana Fever lose to a team whose front court rotation is Steph Dolson, Grace Van Sluten, and Mackenzie Holmes, I think it might be time to give up on the season. Even though Aaliyah's injured, I don't care. If the Fever lose to this team, it might be time to give up on the season. Like, what does DD mean? Game time decision. No, Aaliyah's not playing. Like, it's as simple as that. Aaliyah's not playing. Half their damn team is on the injury report. It is pretty bad. Why is Essie McMcgore not on the injury report? And the fact is, the Indiana Fever are still plus overall as a team. But they're getting killed. They might get killed in rebounds. I'm sorry. Look, Jordan Horston is not going to be able to match up to Caitlin Clark here. That is a Lexi Hull. I don't know why when I type in ESPN, Lexi Hull's freaking come. Her stats is the one what Google auto puts me into. So the Indiana Fever should not be able to guard Caitlin Clark today. They actually shouldn't. Like, I'm sorry, they might actually have to start Mackenzie Holmes. Mackenzie Holmes is probably going to start for the Seattle Storm today. Because if they go small and they bring Jordan Horston to the power forward position, she's averaging 1 point per game this season. Like, Jordan Horston was one of the better young players in the WNBA as a defender, as a glue guy. Since she tore her ACL, she has been terrible. She has been absolutely terrible. I'm going to be really serious here. You've now got it where the Storm don't have any defenders. Like, Flau'jae cannot guard Caitlin Clark. And how we know that, Kim Mulkey literally said, you know what, Hailey Van Lith, you go guard Caitlin. Flau'jae cannot guard Caitlin. Natisha Heidemann cannot guard Caitlin. Jane Melbourne cannot guard Caitlin. Like, the best player on the team for the Seattle Storm is Jade Melbourne. By the way, Jade Melbourne was a 3rd round pick, and the Washington Mystics said that the Washington Mystics realistically said, we don't want to keep her on a minimum. The Mystics said, we don't want to keep her on a minimum. The Mystics could have had her on a minimum. She is averaging 14 points per game. And they said, nah, we don't want her on a minimum. But, yeah, it is straight up it is absolutely straight up a game where the Fever have to win and win convincingly. This Seattle Storm team, on paper, is the worst team that the Indiana Fever have faced off against in Caitlin Clark's 3 years. This is a team whose 3rd best player, healthy, is Stephanie Dolson. And this is a Stephanie Dolson who was getting DNPs in Washington last year. Stephanie Dolson is their 3rd best player. This is a team that, with Malonga playing, got beaten by double digits by the Toronto Tempo. Double digits with Malonga playing. This is a team who are going to potentially play 20 minutes to a hardship player 3rd round rookie. This is the worst team the Fever have played against in 3 seasons. It is the worst, genuinely, this is the worst team the Fever have played against. If Indiana lose this game, even without Aaliyah Boston, even if Aaliyah and Caitlin were hurt, and the Fever, and the Fever realistically were to lose this game, I would be really concerned. I would be really, really, really concerned if the if the Fever ended up losing to this team, even without Caitlin and Aaliyah. Without just Aaliyah, that's fine. The Indiana Fever have what is deemed to be, by a lot of people, the worst front court in the league. But I'm sorry, Mo Billings, Mo Billings and Maisha Hines-Allen is a better front court than Grace Van Sluten and what's her name, Steph Dolson. It just is. It just is. So yeah, if the Indiana Fever lose this game, we go into the most full panic mode ever. Like, borderline giving up on the season type panic mode. But the Indiana Fever are not going to lose today. Even without Aaliyah Boston, it's going to be a blowout win for Indiana. I know I'm 0 for 5 on predictions. I cannot be wrong on this one.